Well, well, well. We are now live. And I forgot to do something. Give me a moment. Alright, we're all good now, I hope. Wait, okay, yeah. We should be all good. Let me just check. Alright, yeah. I think we're good. Let's open up some good old Space Engineers. Ah, there we go. It is Friday, right? I don't have a. Okay, yeah, it is Friday. Alright. Gameplay. Let me make sure it actually appears on screen first. There we go. And now, let's head to my world that I have called Randomness. You won't see why I just named it that because why not? Alright. Without any practical purpose whatsoever. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that actually makes tons of sense. I like it. Oh my gosh, has Ben streaming? Crinkly, where have you been? Where have you been? It's been forever. You finally reappear. Yes, I am streaming.
Fuel critical.
Okay. Oh, right. Green. Green. Shoot. Great. Okay, we should be good now. Don't ask why I'm making these platforms green. It'll just confuse you even more if you if you were confused already or weren't confused at all. In conclusion, just don't ask, you will become confused. Because I cannot provide any answers. Amazing. Alright. Alright. Color the entire platform green. You've been in hibernation. I see now. It has been quite some time. I mean, it's surprising because even, not you, sorry, even Pizza Boy, the other staff member on my Discord, well, there's actually 4 staff members now, including me, but Pizza Boy, he started to become active very recently, so it was kind of surprising to see him active, and then you're not there, so it was even more surprising, so yeah, okay, door. Now the question is, do I want to use airlock Or do I want to use industrial? I'm going to go with the airlock. Rotary airlock because I think it looks nicer. I mean, look at that. Plus, now if this planet ever loses oxygen, I'll be perfectly fine. Anyways, yeah, you know what? We should start getting ships on these platforms. Maybe like small gunners and stuff. Let's see, what do we have here? Perfect. This was originally somebody else's ship that they made. I have repainted it and took it as mine. However, of course, because I have at least decency, I have not uploaded it to the workshop at all. Alright. Okay, right, perfect. Okay. Oh, down we go. You know what? I'm gonna move that stupid locations for them. Alright, button. Oh, wait a second. There. Inverse. Where do I put it? Oh, jeez, this is a hard decision. Well, you know what? What if I just did this? Button. Then I just decided to put a button panel here instead. So then... Alright. Oh wait, hold up. That's right. Groups. Beta on this side, open/close. Alpha on this side, open/close. Perfect. And look at this. Now they can open and close. Wall. I just want wall. That's it. Wall, dang it. Railing? Maybe that'll work better. Yeah, look, see? Railings. Well, you know what? Instead of that railing, I'll use the diagonal railing. Ah, great. I'll fix that in a moment. I think, hopefully. Right, 6. There we go. Perfect. Now we change the color back. And we fill in that hole because I made it for whatever reason. Oh, looks like the nanites are working nicely, hopefully. What's the... Shh, good AI is watching you. Great! I love being watched. Okay. Now that we've got nanite factories up, that's not what we needed. Alright, up we go. Ah, this place is nice. Where's my water bottle? Don't care. Such a long journey. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to fall. That would be death. I wouldn't be choosing it. That would be death. Alright, let's see. Gun. Gatling guns. Perfect. They protect me. Alright. Oh, down I go then. I need to make a medical bay now that I think about it. Question is, where would I make that? Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's see. So, this place is quite nice. Oh jeez, this ship is so small compared to the literal landing pad. Alright. Where should I put it? Wow. Oh no. There. Alright, now I need a place for the medical bay. Wee. Ouch. My legs went crunch. Alright, well. You know what? I'll put the medical bay right up here. There. Alright, you know what? Oh my gosh. It's a tiny medical. Oh. It is a tiny medical room. It's amazing. It's so small. I love it. It is greatness. You cannot say otherwise. You know what? In the middle of these pads... Oh, wait. Right, they're uneven. I made them uneven. Great. You know what? I've got an idea. Alright, up we go.
Fuel critical.
Whoa, what? That just said ice, didn't it? You know what? Where should... You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yes. Know what? Know what? Know what? Conveyor block. So, I'm gonna get a connector. An eject... No, not eject. Yeah, you know what? Ejector. And a collector. So, yeah. Connector, collector, ejector. Oh yeah, I need to hook it up first. Oh yeah, that's right. Down one. Lights active. Okay, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Large cargo container. Perfect. So that means if I'm too far over here, then, yep, there it is. I built right into it. Okay, now I just need my conveyor stuff again. Right, I want this. So that I can do this. Wait, why wasn't it? Oh, there. Oh, wait a second. Okay. You know what? That's fine. That is perfectly a-okay. So, connector here. You know what? Just so that it isn't really showing anything, let's put a collector here. Perfect. Now over here, we shall put an ejector. I turned it on to throw out. What does it do now? Isn't it supposed to start spitting things out at me or something like that? Oh yeah. Oh okay. Where is it?
No fuel.
Oh. Oh nope. Alright, we're good. Oh! Oh shoot, it's spitting everything out, huh? Yeah, look at that. There's ammo here, huh? I bet if I just do this, the connector's active, right? Yes. Alright, epic, it works. Ah, shoot, I forgot. I can't just go flying off of everything. Alright, let's go. Collector, connector, ejector, and some junctions. Connector, collector, above me, then there we go. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then that means... Yep. Okay, now, we connect it all up. Awesome. Alright, then we move it over here. I forgot I need a way out, so I'm going to delete those. Place that here. There we go. Now, connector. Now oh yeah, that's right, I need to place the ejector. There. Perfect. Don't worry, that's totally the right color. I like these stairs because they just come out and you can follow them down. Alright, back inside. Right, I need to build the medical room. Alright, to building a medical room. With the tiniest medical room in the world. Yeah, I forgot. How were people going to get up here? You know what? I figured it out because right underneath this is just empty space. Who? Ho 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 ha. Stair. Ooh, let's see. Do we want a passage stair? Maybe. Do we want a lighted passage stair? You know, I've never seen this thing before, actually. Alright, let's see. Oh. Okay, I see. So it just leads up. It's nicely surrounded itself. But stair. Do I want retractable stairs? Only problem is they don't all retract. You can't go down with them. No matter how I try it, I can't. You can't bring them down.
Meteor storm inbound.
There. Perfect. So, this will be the medical room. Alright. Nice thing about one of the mods I have installed is it is a shield mod, so I'm not worried about the meteor storm whatsoever.